Thanks again for listening to What's Up Aboard the podcast. My name is Wardy Ward, and I'll be your cool captain on this flight today. So get in, buckle up, and get ready to go because it's about to go down. Remember to tap that like, follow, subscribe button. That helps us to help you help us help each other. And remember, sharing is always free 99. So tell someone if you heard something on this show that you like today, okay? Everybody has a story to tell, and we just want to know what's yours. With that being said, I'm stoked to speak to our in studio guest today. This super smart and savvy guest has roots in Cameroon, a well known country in Central Africa, and the United States, specifically Chicago, Illinois. Her skill set is helping people like you and me to become business professionals and owners at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and welcome Vitavi in to the What's Up Award podcast. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How about you?
Hey, I'm delicious. That's good to know. So, Vitavi, before we get started, can I have you say your first and last name for our audience? Because I tried it and I jacked it up a few times. I just want to hear from your mouth how the first and last name actually goes.
Sure. My name is Vitavi Nsamenang.
Okay.
The N is silent.
Yep. So you guys would know that it's the N in the beginning of that name. Okay. So go ahead and start out with the icebreaker. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you grow up? Do you have any brothers or sisters? And what size shoe do you wear?
Okay, so I was born in Cameroon. That's a country in West Africa.
Yeah.
I moved to the US in 2016, and I pursued my bachelor's and master's degree. I have 4 siblings. It's 5 of us. Basketball team.
Wow, yeah.
So I have 3 sisters and a brother.
And what number are you? And the 5 siblings.
I'm number 3.
So you're the middle child. So
middle child, yeah.
So you came over in 2016.
Yeah.
So what was that process like to come from Cameroon to America? And I'm just curious, how did you go about it? So many questions. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah. So actually, I did 9th grade in California before going back to Cameroon and then coming back to do. So it wasn't too hard because I'd had 9th grade was tough.
Yes.
It was worse than the movies. Mean Girls, that was nothing because I experienced that real life.
Yeah. So, wow. Really?
But yeah, that was, yeah. So I went back, then I finished high school, then I came back to start my undergraduate. Yeah.
Okay. So to come to Cameroon, did you have to get like a special visa or anything? Did you have to get on a lottery? How was that process of getting from there to here?
It was tough. It's like a cultural change. It's a lot. You're a teenager. You're trying to fit in. It's a lot. But I made it. I'm here.
Yes.
All those experiences made me who I am today. So I'm grateful.
Absolutely. Are your brothers and sisters living over here as well?
I have 2 sisters over. One is in here with me in Chicago. The one is in Canada. And then the 2 others are back home with my mom in Cameroon.
Okay. Wow. So that's a long trip. So I guess I would say, so you have dual citizenship. You're a resident of Cameroon and of America. You could go to either one.
Officially, I can only be Cameroon does not allow dual citizenship, so I'm a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
U.S. citizenship.
Okay. So you like it better over here?
It's a good mix.
Okay.
Where you grow up, you always remember where you came from.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you adapt. Yeah. So it's a good mix. It's hard to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. All right. Well, later on in the show and getting to know you at second part of the show, we'll talk a little bit more about that because I got some questions on that. But for now, obviously, we brought you to the show because you have a particular set of skills and the work you do. I want to talk about that. Tell us what problem do you solve for people? What is your job?
So yeah, what you notice about me?
Yes.
Yeah, I do a lot of things, but the main thing you noticed about me was a business consultant.
Yes.
So what I do is I help people if you're looking to start a business or earn extra income and you don't know where to begin. I can help you start it by using a proven system. What that means is plug and play.
Plug and play.
It's as simple as that. If you're, using a proven system, it's as simple as that. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about it. Say,
Yeah.
I want to start a business. Walk me through the process. Tell me how this works.
So if you were to say, oh, I'm interested in start a business, the first thing I will have you register on my website. Registration is free with your name and email address. And then you get to watch a webinar. It's 90 minutes long.
Ooh,
and then
90.
From there, you learn more about the business. Well, how long is a Netflix movie?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So it's a commitment. This is, everything requires commitment.
Okay.
If you're willing to start a business, you should be able to invest 90 minutes to learn more about it. And then from there, it takes you to the next step. And if you choose to go to the next step, that's when you join. Because I'm not the only one doing this. There's a community.
Okay.
You get to see how other people in the community are doing this. And then the most important thing is you get a coach and a mentor. Because we understand like, oh, maybe not everyone is ready to start. So they give you everything you need to succeed. Not only they give you a coach, you get a mentor as well, because they really want to make sure that you succeed.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And then with this and this business too, and then as you go further, that's the next step. Then if you decide, okay, I really want to do this, then now, they get you a customized website. You get to choose how you want it to look like. Yeah. And for me, this business was a blessing. So, because I've always wanted to earn extra income. I own a business back home in Cameroon.
Really?
But I've never been able to start a business here in the US. So using a plug and play system was just perfect for me.
What is your business back home?
I sell I own it with my friend. We sell beauty products. It's called C&V.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you give us that website for that at the end of the show too, so we can have people check that out as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I go to your website, I registered, I watched the 90-minute video, and then I get some background on how this process works. Does this?
And the thing about the
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and the video, you get to hear testimonies from other people.
Okay.
How they do it, like it explains it, and then you hear testimonies, so you get to see how other people are doing in the business.
I see.
Yeah.
So is this a specific business, or can this be any business out there? Like if I want to sell cars, if I want to hair products?
No, this is specific.
Okay.
So they have like, because one thing that I've noticed that people struggle with starting, because remember, this is for people who don't know where to begin to start a business. So there's a product list to help you get started. And the beauty about this is you can get your feet wet with this business and then learn some skills. And from that, you can decide to gain the investments to start your own maybe car business or hair products and all of that. So this is like a good starting point.
Okay. I guess I'm curious to know, without telling me too much, I watched the 90-minute video and then I'm going to be excited about it, and then I'm going to be ready to go.
Yeah. That's what happened to me. Because what happened is I visited my cousin and she had started in the business, and she was like, oh, this is my website. She wasn't expecting me to join.
Yeah.
So I went and registered. So I saw, oh, there's going to be a live webinar. So I watched it, and immediately I'm like, I cannot miss this opportunity. So I joined it right away. And within a week, I was a business owner. Like I was ready. I had my website up. Like it took me 1 week. I mean, it could be less. It could have been less, but within 1 week, I had my website and I was ready for business.
So is that the business that you had back home, or is it another business?
No, this is different. That's why I try to make sure like the digital business, it's borderless. You can do it all over the world. But that's what I do in the US. The one back home is mostly run by my friend. She's a co-founder too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I started C&V in Cameroon before I found out about this digital business. And the beauty about the digital business is it uses automation. So your physical presence is not always needed. Ooh. So what I do is, like, if you notice, I post a lot. I just say, hey, go check out my website.
Yeah.
So no matter when someone goes and registers on my website, the system handles the rest. So
Wow.
all I have to do in this business is tell people to register on my website. It uses automation, so the system handles the rest.
Mm.
We don't do any selling. We don't do any selling. All we market is the platform. Register on my website, and we tell the benefits, and that's all.
Interesting.
Sounds too good to be true, right?
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
interested. I think I want to register, but
You
it's so
should.
it's a digital business. This digital. I guess I don't know what's the product I'm going to be selling though. After they register, not selling. What will I own as a business owner? What am I doing?
So you own what we market is the platform,
Okay.
the proven system, the plug and play system. You get commission when you get people join you. You get a commission.
Uh-huh.
You get the system is automated.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a set of products. Like you don't have to go looking for products to sell. So yeah, it's what we market is the system. And also there's training on how to run the business. So for example, for if you feel like you don't like, because we rely a lot on social media, you get
Yeah.
social media training. So they train
Oh,
you on how to market and advertise on 7 platforms.
wow.
So like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, LinkedIn. So what we market is the product is the system. That's what we market, system training,
I
commission
see.
structure,
Got it.
and the drop shipping. You never have to store drop shipping. You never have to maintain inventory.
Okay.
So all you do is tell people to register on your website, and you get training on how to run a business. Whether it's setting up your Facebook, if you have never owned Facebook before, they're gonna show you how to create an account. They're gonna show you how to create a business page. If you've never had the key thing is the system. They train you on system training. They train you on everything, how to run your business. So like I say, if you want to earn extra income, you want to start business,
Yes.
and you don't know where to begin, this is perfect, because they give you, the key thing is the system training. And also you don't have to be tech savvy, because everything is video based training. There is like my coach, her dad is in this business. He's like 70 something years old. So it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter. And it is global too. No matter where you are in the world, you can do this. It's borderless. So you can run this business from anywhere. Digital just means online business. It's just a fancy word for online business. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so how long have you been doing this?
I started in April. I mean, it's been summer, so I've spent most of the time enjoying the summer. So it's now that I'm like getting more serious.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty about it. It's like you can choose, because it's automated. Sometimes I see people replying to posts I wrote a while back and signing in. So that's the beauty about it. You just post. It's social media heavy. So if you're somebody that posts a lot or you're online a lot, this is perfect for you, because that's what you have to do. You just have to post, monetize that's what I always preach, the gospel of monetizing what you love, your passion. So if you're somebody that you have a passion, or you're online a lot, like I used to be online a lot, and I used to like post, and I noticed I get engagement. I'm like, I need to make money doing this. And that's why this was perfect.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who is online a lot, this is perfect. If you have a passion and you post a lot about it, this is perfect for you, because you attract people. People come to you instead. And the beauty about this is we do attraction marketing. I never have to run after people. So that's why we do social media training. You attract people instead of running after people. That's the beauty about the business. It's attraction marketing.
I like that. So is it fair to say that a person who's not really an extrovert can thrive in this environment? Or like if you're a shy person like myself, would I be okay to do this? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Okay.
That's why that's perfect. Like if you ever told, I know you get personal growth. If you ever told me I would do this interview, I would have thought you were crazy. So that's something, like there's a lot of personal growth, like because it's social media. So you just do whatever works for you. If you want to post quotes, pictures of your, like, if you have a passion, you just post that and attract whoever you want. You want to talk about being an introvert or an extrovert.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, like whatever you have passion, whatever you're passionate about, and you can post frequently about, you can use that to attract people to you, and you never have to chase after people to join to do business with you.
Okay. Yeah. Now, so if I'm correct, that 90-minute seminar I watched, that's going to teach me all this in 90 minutes, or the 90 minutes.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So it's an introduction.
Okay.
So it's just like
I see.
It's an introduction to so that you see, because it's business, right? There's many ways to make money out there.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything works for everyone, so it's for you to say, okay, is this for me or not? So that's why we do that 90-minute. We try to go in depth. They bring people at various stages in the business to share their experiences for you to see and decide, okay, is this for me or not? And if it's a good fit for you, then welcome aboard.
Right. Now, now that 90-minute intro, is there a fee for that, or is that complimentary?
No, it's free. It's complimentary.
Ooh, I can afford that.
Registration. Yeah, so when you register, registration is free. You register on just with your name and email address. That's all you register with. Registration is free. The webinar, 90-minute webinar, is free. And and then from there, when you choose to move to the next step, it's gonna navigate you through the next step. Yeah.
What days will these the seminars be on, that 90-minute? Is it like certain days or just whenever?
So if you want to watch a live session, with a live session, you can ask questions. It's interactive. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. Okay. There's a replay available. Like if you register on my website right now, vitavidigital.com, you can watch a replay. But if you watch, the replay is readily available. But if you want to watch a live session and ask questions, then it's Tuesday or Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Okay.
Now, do you lead this discussion? Is that you? Or someone else does this on the...
Someone else. It's a whole... That's the beauty. It's a community, and we're out there to help each other. So it might not necessarily be me. You might meet someone else, and different people host it. So if you attend one day, you might see someone else you attend. So it's a beautiful community with a positive mindset, and we're just there to help you succeed.
Yes.
So if you attend different sessions, you might meet different people. Yeah.
I see. So once I decided, okay, this is definitely something I want to move forward with, do you guys come up with a fee structure at that time? Just let me know what my cost would be, my financial obligations.
Yes. And the beauty about it is when you watch the webinar, there's a fee for you to really know the business and know the product. And if you realize, oh, I don't want to do this, you have 30 days and you get a full refund. So they give you full, and then after that step, you join the community, and then you get to interact with real people, because we have a Facebook group. So in that Facebook group, you will see people at various stages in the business. You see each minute they're welcoming new members, and you get to understand the business in detail. You get more video-based training. And if you still decide this is not for you, you have 30 days to be like, I want my full refund, and they give you back no questions asked. Okay. So yeah, we don't try to like force you into the business. It's no stress. Because we don't want you to be happy doing business. Absolutely. So we give you 30 days money back guarantee if you decide it's not a good fit for you.
What's a ballpark figure of my financial obligation? How much are we talking roughly?
So to get to the next step, it's $149.
That's not bad.
Let me say that. So for you to know, more details, because with this $149, you get a personal coach and personal mentor. And then you get to know more about the business. I don't know how much out in the world, how much a personal coach and a mentor costs, because you get both. So for me, that's like a good deal. Yes. And you get money back guarantee if you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. And then if you choose to then go to the next step, that's when the bigger investment, but you're gonna have to watch the video to find out more. Okay. Yeah. So everything is step by step, because we don't want to like force too much down your throat. We want you to to breathe and
Yes, yes, yes. Kind
yeah,
of, yeah.
trust the process.
Okay,
Yeah.
get your feet wet
Mhm.
then before you jump in all the way. I see what you're saying. What are some of the challenges
Mhm.
that a new person might face coming into the business? What are some of the fears that they have?
So for me, for one, I am somebody, because it's social media marketing, you
Yes.
have to be willing to put yourself out there. I think for me, and then also even when you put yourself out there, it's like getting engagement, because sometimes you make a post
Yeah.
and nobody likes it or you get zero engagement.
Yeah.
But what I learned is people are always watching,
Oh
because
yeah.
like you found me, I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
So that's an example, right? Because I
Uh-huh.
was like, that's why I made a post, like, when you post, don't worry about how many likes or views you're getting, because somebody's always watching.
Yes.
Because it's because you were watching that you noticed that I was doing this.
I
So
did.
that's one fear I had joining the business, and a lot of people have. It's like, oh, I'm not getting likes or views, but like I've gotten people join me in this business, and I was like, oh, I didn't think, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's one fear I had, is like not having enough engagement, but I've learned to overcome that, because like this is a manifestation that, us having these conversations, like people are always watching, and it's just important to stay committed and consistent.
Yeah.
So I was like, just try to come up with a plan, like, okay, I'm gonna post this today, post that today. It's very important to stay consistent. That's how you succeed in this business.
Okay.
Mm.
What are some of the, I think you may have mentioned them just in this last statement, but what are some
Mm.
important habits that I would, or me or anybody else should have to be an entrepreneur? Any things I need to do working on to just make sure I'm good at this? Like, yeah, just kind of curious as to, because you
I
said,
think you have to believe in yourself.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if I got the last part. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah. I
maybe.
was just saying just the type of commitments or habits I need to have to be successful. I know like to lose weight, I have to say, okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't eat
Mhm.
sugar. I'm gonna make sure I run so many miles per day. To be successful in this business, what habits would I need? You said believe in yourself and probably just be committed to
Yeah,
them.
and
Okay.
believe in yourself that you're gonna succeed, and that comes with having a positive mindset. You have to be positive.
Okay.
Like there's no room for negativity, and then there's also like commitment. You have to be committed, and then you also have to be consistent, because you're dealing with people. If you all of a sudden you start posting, people are gonna think you're out of business.
Mm.
So you have to be committed and consistent. So those are the tools you have to be, that I feel you need to be successful. And it's also important to like interact with people. Don't stay close to yourself.
Yeah.
Interact with people. That's how you learn. And one thing I've also learning every day is like to keep an open mind, and always, even if you think something is working, always ask yourself, is there room for improvement?
Oh,
So
okay.
that's one thing I do, is like, always try to like improve something. Yeah. And
Mm.
one good thing about this business too is like they have master classes. So they bring in like experts, like in like advertising or like social media. So like I think like twice a week we get master classes from people who are like experts in that knowledge area. So
Wow.
there's always something to learn. There's always something new.
Wonderful. That is nice. So tell me this,
Yeah.
Vitavi. What's a typical day like for you? What does your day consist of?
Okay, let me talk about today. So I do this digital business as a way for me to earn extra income. I am a software engineer.
Oh,
So
software.
yeah, I'm a
Oh,
software engineer. So that's my trade career.
super smart.
So when I wake up, so and that should not scare anybody. With this digital business, no technical experience is required. So don't feel like you have to be a
Okay.
techie to, yeah, that's just a disclaimer. So when I wake up, I have my 9 to 5. So I wake up, I check my social media. Usually the day before, I kind of like plan what I try to post. So I try to post that in the morning with business so that when I'm at work, I just focus on work. Maybe if I'm during lunch or I'm taking a break, I can just check, hey, is there any engagement? Do I need to respond? Then after work, I don't know, maybe because I have a business back home in Cameroon, I might check on that or, or just watch TV or,
Yeah, relax a
So
little bit.
that's kind of how my day is. Yeah.
Wow, nice. Okay. Well, what is your favorite aspect of this business? What is there something that you really like about it?
I think what I love about it is, I don't know, I enjoy doing it because I'm someone who like to post. And like I said, like I noticed I like to entertain. So I finally found a way to like monetize that. So
Okay.
I like that I can monetize my passion because I love social media. I like making reels
Yes.
or just, yeah, I spend a lot of social media. So I'm happy that I can monetize my online activities.
Wow,
Yeah.
I like that. I would
Mhm.
definitely like to monetize that too. How do you stay on top
Mhm.
of the industry trends? Is it the mentors that's helping you with all that? Because you said they're Pinterest and LinkedIn to all that. That's a lot because I think you have to post different content on each format.
Yeah. So about like what you said, that's a lot. So that's why I preach about having a passion.
Mm,
When you have a passion and love what you're doing, it's not stressful. So
right.
that's why it's key in this business. Like, and as a mentor, I am a mentor. So I help you figure out your passion.
Mm-hmm.
So like someone said, I don't have a passion. I said, oh, what would you do even if no one paid you for it? She said, I would watch movies. So I'm like, hey, you can write reviews, you can,
Oh,
write backstories about your favorite characters. Everybody has a passion. And when you're doing something you love, you can post 5 times a day and it's not going to be work. So that's why it's important to have a passion. And you don't have to do all social media platforms. The reason we train you on all 7 is to pick which one you're comfortable for. Like for
okay.
me, I'm more comfortable with Instagram, and I can say I'm still kind of. I just started using Facebook in April,
Oh,
so
wow.
I can say I'm still learning Facebook. I mean, I stopped using it like 10 years ago. I rejoined it with this business, so it's not that you have to post on all platforms. It's just about you choosing which one you're comfortable with. Does that answer?
Yes, it does. Yes. Um, do you have a mission statement or is that necessary for your business? A mission statement?
For me, is that's a good question. If I would say it's about building generational wealth,
Mm. Yeah, that's a good mission
because
statement.
that's what this business was. Because think about it, if you're working for someone, can you transfer that business to your child? Can you transfer your job to your child? No, right? You're
No.
9 to 5, you cannot transfer. But with this business, you can transfer it to your child. So that's why it's like building generational wealth. And it's something that it has many levels to it. You keep, as you grow, you earn more, and you can pass that along. Like a business, you can pass it along to your child. So it's all about building generational wealth. So that's what I would say. It's kind of a mix of it too. You said mission statement. I kind of go between two. I need to consolidate on one, but I would say monetizing your passion and building generational wealth.
Okay.
Mm.
Um, what's a non-negotiable that when someone starts this business that you just can't do? You have to do. Is there anything that's non-negotiable that you can't get around?
I think you have to be a self starter,
Okay.
right? You because this it's like I keep saying, business is commitment. You have No one can hold your hand to run the business. You have to be a self starter. You
Okay.
have to own the business. You have to be you have to drive yourself to succeed. So that's why it's attraction. It's like you have to want it. There's no
Mm.
one who can come. It's not like a job when someone can come and say, oh, you have to do this. You have to realize, okay, this is important to me. I want to succeed. I'm going to put in all my effort. Because some people have been like, hey, it's not everybody, like, you have to be like, because like as a mentor, you have to work with someone who is coachable too. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to work with someone if whenever you suggest this, the person wants to do that instead, because then the
Mhm.
person will succeed, then the person would in turn blame you, like, oh, you're not helping you. So you have to want to do this. The person has, yeah, it's like the person has to be a self-starter,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because like they say, no one's gonna come save you. So definitely
Yeah.
understand that. What advice do you give people who start on a business? Do you give them like some personal touches to make sure you do this, make sure you don't do that, or
So, like I said, we market the system. The system is the product, and we provide training. One of the key features is this training, and the training is very detailed. So my advice is follow the training.
mm,
Don't skip any step. Even if you feel you know it, just go through it, because sometimes it's at the end that the golden nugget is there. So
yeah,
that's always my advice when someone starts this meaning. Follow the training. Don't skip any step. Do not assume. Don't, yeah, follow the training. That's my advice for anyone who starts the
yeah.
business.
I think that's good advice because sometimes I call that straddling when we know this is the path that we should follow, but it's like I can tweak it to do that. You're saying follow, trust the process, and,
Yeah.
and get to the end.
Trust the process. Yeah, and from experience, anybody who tries to like divert, it puts them behind. Like for me, I started a business in less than a week. When you start, because it's very simple instruction, you'll be amazed how many people like divert from that. But it's very important, because this is a system, it's a training that a lot of people have put together and worked on and tested. They're giving you the tools to succeed. So if you're trying to do your own stuff, it's not been tested, and you might not get the same result. So, and we don't want you to start blaming someone. So it's
Right.
best to follow the training. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you remember when you got your first customer in this business?
Oh yeah.
What was that like?
It was, yeah, it was a good feeling, because again, the person was like me, right? Because
Yeah.
as soon as she watched the 90-minute video, she was like, what, people are making this much? She like bought in right away. Then the next minute she was like, huh. And I was like trying to like, oh wait, you have to do this. She's like, are you telling me to wait when people are making this much money?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of excitement when people join this business, because when you see what people are making, you like, you don't want to waste any time. And that's the people I want to attract, like people who see and they're like, they sign up right away.
Okay.
Like usually, like that's something I should say, like a lot of people register on my website, but I don't follow up. Like I want you to want it, you
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
So if you register, if you watch that webinar and you don't sign up right away, then it's not a good fit for you. I just let you be. But
Okay.
most people, when they watch that 90-minute video, they like signing right away, because they're like, they're not missing up on this opportunity.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I know a person like me who's, and I'm very interested. You got me excited before I even watched the video. But I always wonder, I don't have a lot of time. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere in between. How much of a commitment am I going to have to get in this to grow the business and trust the process?
Yeah, I love that question. And I'm going to tell you about this feature I've mentioned before. This system uses automation, right?
Yes.
All you have to do in this business is tell people to register on your website and watch the webinar. That's all you have to do. You just have to find whatever you're doing, because I see you on social media, you just post anything and say, hey, maybe you just find creative ways to tell people to register on your website. That's all you have to do. And also, the system trains you on advertising.
Hmm.
So we train you how to advertise on those 7 social media platforms. So if you have your ad run, you choose how you want to run. If you want to run, by you can choose whether you want to do ads, or you just want to, go by, posting on social media. So if you're very busy, this is perfect. Run ads. We train you do the training, your ads are running, your business is running. You can go on doing whatever else you want. And it uses automation. Like I said, when someone registers on your website, the system handles the rest. So it's perfect for you. And when it comes to trusting the process, like I said, it took me 1 week to set up.
Wow.
It could be less.
1 week.
And you can choose how long, like you don't, I mean, it could be less, but it's just up to you. Like you can take, I don't know, a month, you can take 2 months, you can take a few days. There's no rush in this business. So you just take your time whenever you're ready, but it's just important to follow the training. So if you're a busy person, this is perfect for you because, they train you on advertisement and the system uses automation. All you have to do in that ad or whatever is tell people to register on your website and watch the training.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely signing up. Friday, I'm doing
I'm
this.
I'm gonna follow up on,
Oh
on
yeah,
that too.
I'm definitely doing it. Trust me, I want to know because I saw I saw your videos, I saw everything you were doing. I said, okay, yeah. What's the most rewarding aspect of owning your own business? Is it just like you said, to pass on that generational wealth, or is it just to say this is mine, or something you can do?
So from my personal, like the reason I hopped up, I was excited about this is because I had a 5-year plan to move back to Cameroon. So and part of it was having a job or something that I can do anywhere in the world. So this was perfect because I'm not working for anybody else. It's my own, I work at my own pace and I can do this from wherever. And for me, it's fulfilling to see that my work directly translates to money. Because like one of the difficulties I have in my field as a Black woman in IT is I always have to fight for a promotion.
Oh yeah.
So with this, I am like, I don't have to do that because whatever work I put in, it translates to direct income to me. I don't have to go prove myself to someone else. So that's one thing that's fulfilling about this business is that my effort translates directly to income. I don't have to, write this and that letter to start proving, okay, I did this and that. So that's one thing that like the stress from work, I don't have to deal with that. It's like an escape kind of, because I'm doing what I love. I like posting on social media. If I can post that, monetize it and make money, hey.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's one thing that's fulfilling for me. Yeah.
That's a win-win. So have you always been a person who likes to help other people? Has that been your passion to give back?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like, cause even work, I remember when I started my career, I was like a mentor, like helping a lot of like other people coming in. So I've like in different stages in my career, I've always been a mentor of some sort. So this is like perfect because it's like actually getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, so and also like having a business is important because like I did a post today about, 9 to 5, you work 40 years only to have 15 years you're old, you don't have energy. And this is the best way, to make extra income to enjoy your youth. So yeah.
That's true. Okay. Give us that website again so people can sign up for your website. What is that again?
VitaviDigital.com. That's V as in Victor, I as in Italy, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, V as in Victor, I as in Italy, D as in dog, I as in Italy, G as in God, I as in Italy, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, L as in love.com. VitaviDigital.com. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. I'm gonna put that in the bio as well too, so people can see that there as well. So okay, so
yeah, I appreciate that.
yeah, I think if you give me a lot of information here to think about, and I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to it, and I hope our listeners are too. But at this point, we got a few minutes left, but I want to transition to this part called rapid fire quick questions, just getting to know you a little better. Just want to ask you some personal questions about you, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. Okay. My first question is, I saw one of your Instagram pages where you were in the desert, it looks like. Either that was a real good background because I know you're in IT, but it looks like you were in the desert. Were you? Was that real?
Yeah, so I actually just got back from Dubai.
Dubai.
Was it on Monday? I was in Dubai the past 1 week. Like I said, I own a business in Cameroon. So I went to Dubai to procure some stuff and
Wow.
ship back home. So
Mm.
I traveled for business. Yeah, I was in Dubai in May as well. So I made some business connections. So I was there last week. I just got back Monday, so I went for business. And then after the trip, I just thought to treat myself and do some
Wow.
desert safari.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been to. Oh, it was a safari. Okay.
Yeah, it's a desert like it's a tour. They like take you here and there. It's really fun.
And you rode a
Mhm.
camel too?
Yeah, I
Wow.
also fed them.
Oh my, because they'll bite you, won't they? Don't they bite?
I mean, you have to be careful.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
What was that
They didn't
camel?
bite me or any of them.
Okay, you're
Mm-hmm.
nice. They probably wouldn't bite you, but they would bite me. But hey, so is riding a camel similar to riding a
Yeah.
horse? Is it the same feeling, or is a camel different?
Have I? I don't think I've ever ridden a horse,
Oh
but
wow.
they're pretty gentle because the saddle is pretty. They are well trained and the saddle is pretty sturdy. So you don't. Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's very. I don't know. Smooth.
Okay, okay.
I feel like a horse would be more. I think you need more stamina on a horse than a camel. Because
I don't
camels,
know.
they walk. They don't gallop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so they're
camels
slow,
don't gallop. So
kind of slow. Yeah,
yeah,
but I
it's
want
slow.
I
I think
want to
it's
know how to
safer
do
than
that.
a horse, I would say.
You think it's safer?
Mhm.
It might be. It might
A
be.
camel is safer than a horse. Yeah.
I think you might
I
be right.
mean,
I don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
I've never ridden a camel before. I went to the Smoky Mountains this summer and I was riding horses in the trails up there. And that was interesting.
Mhm.
So I would like to try a camel. Maybe once my business takes off and I learn all the secrets that you showed me, I can go to Dubai too.
Oh yeah.
That's my go.
Oh yeah. I know
Okay.
all the good spots. I've been there a couple of times, so I'll let you know.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah.
Also, I
Mhm.
noticed that you're a very fashion forward dresser. You have very nice clothing. Who are some of your influences? You have everything.
Ooh, I don't know if that's a tough one. I don't know. I just wear whatever feels makes me feel confident. So I wouldn't really say. I've never really thought about it. I just try to wear whatever I can afford and makes me feel confident.
Okay. Well, you can go to Dubai, so I think you can afford a lot. So, all right. Next question is, what are some of the differences that you immediately saw from Cameroon versus the United States?
Where do I start?
Yeah, just give me a couple of them. You got to give me a lot.
um, I think the first thing I noticed that I had to learn is like back home, you well, it depends on where you are because when I was in Chicago, I noticed like people greet strangers. But I noticed like when I was in California and some other states, like when you go somewhere and you meet someone and just say hello or just say good, like, because we like greet good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah.
Like they looked at me like I was crazy. So like greeting, that was something I learned like, oh, maybe not to do.
Mm,
Well, maybe not to do, but like be careful. So that was something that was different. What else? I think that's what the one. There's a lot, but that's the top one that
okay.
um comes
Okay.
to mind. Like sometimes greeting is a bit awkward depending on where you are. So
Okay. Yeah. So you've
yeah.
been all over the US. You said California, Chicago. So you just traveled, you've been a lot of places traveling?
So the places where I was like I did ninth grade in Palo Alto, California.
Yep. You said that. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, then after that, then I went back to Cameroon. And when I came back, I went to Las Vegas, New Mexico. That's when I did my undergrad. Not Nevada, New Mexico.
Okay. Yeah.
Then from there, I went to Peoria, Illinois. That's
Mhm.
where I did my master's degree. Then I moved to Chicago, and that's where I've been
Why did you
for the
choose
past.
Chicago? Why Chicago? You like snow?
I found a job, so I went where the money was.
Okay. I hear you. I
When
hear
I
you.
finished school, I just went where the money was, and I love it here because I love like I said, I like the community. I like being. I felt at home when I came to Chicago because like
Mm.
the spirit is like they say that Midwestern thing, or
Yes.
I don't know. I
Okay.
feel like the sense of community, the sense of like family was more here. Like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Have you rode on that canal? Rode a little boat down the canal, and I mean, in a Navy pier,
Yeah.
and you've done all that stuff.
Yeah, because I've had a couple of visitors. I take them there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things I do like about Chicago, and going to the Bean and all that good stuff. Um,
Yeah, all those things. Yeah.
yeah. My next question is, I know corruption is rampant everywhere in the world, but does Cameroon
Mhm.
have a lot of corruption over there with your government, or is it similar to ours? I know ours isn't the greatest.
I mean, like you said, corruption is everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one joke we make is here they call it fees. When it's Africa, they call it corruption,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Does it make sense? Like,
Yes,
as
yes.
if here, if you call anything a fee, no one questions it, right? You
Mm-hmm.
just pay the fee. But back home, because we don't call it fee, it's corruption. So that's one thing that we joke about, is when you put in like what is lobbying, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Lobbying is big corporations paying in politicians to influence
absolutely.
like home. If we called it lobbying too, maybe the
Right.
corruption would be so bad. So you see, so a lot of things in the West is about putting the right term to it.
I see.
So yeah, corruption is everywhere. It's just
Just
being clever about it and putting the right name.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah. So I can move over to Cameroon, and I can fit right in. Would they accept me, or would they not like me because I'm American?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, because I heard
No,
people
they
don't
would
like me.
accept you.
Okay, all right. Because I
No,
may have an
I
accent.
think it's that when you go, you're cool, right? Because
Yeah.
everyone was gonna want to talk like you. Everybody's gonna be your friend.
Wow.
They want to know more about the US. So it's no, it's
Okay.
all it's just where you listen to, and it's also about knowing the right people. You know,
Okay.
because you
Yes.
want to get introduced to the right people who are
Mm,
gonna welcome you. So it's all about meeting the right people. Because when you look on social media, you get like it's polar. So
yes.
it's all about getting introduced to the right people and the right community, and it's fine. But from my experience, a lot of time, like growing up, like it's cool to to meet a black or African American. Like the accent is cool.
Yeah.
Like pop culture without African Americans.
Yeah.
The world, you guys entertain the world, like wherever you go, like in Dubai. When I'm in a cab or someone turns on, guess what? It's hip hop, or
Right. Yes.
something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Do you speak any other languages? I assume you speak French, English.
I I grew up in Cameroon is bilingual, but I grew up in the English speaking, so I only know English. I understand some French, but I'm not. It's
Not
been a
fluent.
while I've not used it, so I've forgotten a lot of it. But yeah, I speak my native language.
What is that?
So yeah, it's called Lamso.
Hmm.
So I can say, I said, may God bless you.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Because I know it's like probably 230 some languages over there. I read. So yeah.
Oh, you did some research.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
I also did some research on foods too. Have you ever heard of a food
Oh, wow.
called fufu corn jama?
That's my traditional meal from
Oh
the Salt people. Yeah, that's
yeah.
my traditional meal.
Yeah. I
Kati
looked that
kati.
up. Yeah.
In my dialect is called kiban wuna nyoseji.
Oh.
That's how you would call it. Fufu. Fufu is called kiban, and then jama jama is called nyoseji. And then if you had it with chicken is like barbecued. Is barbecued chicken with like palm oil.
Uh-huh.
It's called kati kati. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot
So
of,
yeah,
and
you
it's pretty.
nailed it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, huh? The food that's pretty good.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's so delicious.
Can you get
I
that
have some in my
here?
fridge right now.
Wow, you can get it there in
Yeah,
Chicago.
I
I,
make it myself.
oh, there
I
you
have
go.
some in my refrigerator.
Oh, good. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I only got two more questions for you here. Uh, Do you know a singer by the name of Charlotte the Panda?
Oh yeah. She
She
sang the song Sister,
oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
With Yemi Alade. That's like the popular one,
Mm-hmm.
Sister.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you think she's a better singer than
Mm.
Beyonce?
Mm. That's a tough one. I don't want to get in trouble with the beehive.
Okay. Okay. Um, how would your family and friends describe you? What would they say? How would they say you are?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah. How would they say you
Well,
are?
I growing up, I was very stubborn, so I'll say that.
Mm, okay.
But
What?
I've learned that stubborn is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just being my own person.
Okay.
So yeah, I was very stubborn, but it's just me being true to myself. Like I like to challenge the status quo.
Mm,
So
ooh.
it's not enough for you to say, I don't know, the grass is green. I want to know why it's green.
Oh, okay.
Or you know what I mean? So it's
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
so I've learned not to accept the fact that I'm stubborn. I've learned to be true to myself and use that as to my advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
And my final question in
Mhm.
this round is, where do you see yourself in 10 years from now? I know you have a 5-year plan. Where will Vitavi be doing in 10 years?
In 10 years, I wanna definite by then I would definitely be self-employed.
Mm,
I
oh,
wanna have a family. I wanna travel on properties, probably in different parts of the world. I think those are the main things. Self-employed, have a family, own some real estate and
yes.
own more businesses. Yeah.
I think you're gonna do it. You have that innocence about you, and I think you're a hard worker. So I definitely see that happening. And you want kids too? How many kids? Two, three, four, five?
I don't know. I always say, let me have the first one first, then I'll know if I want more.
Yeah, you'll stop. You'll stop at one. Trust me. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, we're at the end of the show, so we're gonna go ahead and close on this. But before we close, Vitavi, can you
Mhm.
clarify? Is there anything you want to make sure that our audience members understand? Is it something that you want to just re-clarify again, or are we good?
Yeah, I guess just to emphasize or summarize is my what I hope you take out of this interview is if you're looking to start a business or earn extra income
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know where to begin or how to start, I highly encourage you to use a proven system. You just have to plug and play. And this system, you don't have to be tech savvy, no experience is needed. You get a personal coach, personal business coach, and personal business mentor, and you get system training, and all the tools are there for you to succeed.
Okay. Wow, that's like an elevator speech. You were ready for that one. Okay. And and
Yeah.
also, can you give us what social media websites you're on your so they can look you up on the different sites like
So
Facebook,
on
IG?
Instagram,
Uh-huh.
yeah, Instagram, I am Sassy Vits, Sassy underscore Vits. That's SASSY_VITZ. And then you can find me on Facebook is Vitavi Nsamenang, the long name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then yeah, those are the two platforms I'm most active on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All
Mhm.
right. Well, let me go ahead and
Mhm.
give my final thoughts before we close out the show. And I found the final thoughts for my show on Vitavi's page, actually, if you can believe that. And the quote said this. I was very inspired by you, so I read this. It said, if you wake up deciding what you want to give versus what you're going to get, you become a more successful person. In other words, if you want to make money, you have to help someone else make money. Those are definitely powerful words. So I thank you again, Vitavi, for stopping by the What's Up Award
That's
podcast.
a quote from Russell's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Russell Simmons. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Thank
So
you so much. Yeah.
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 So our listening audience, I want to remind everybody that everybody has a story to tell, and we just want to know what's yours. So until next time, we wish everyone happiness and peace, and have a good one. Thank you. Peace.